The sound of beds, hearts and bucks.
Andy Collins. BBC Three Counties Radio.
Good morning, one and all, and welcome to BBC Three Counties Radio. It's Thursday, the 16th of November. I'm Andy Collins. How the devil are you? So on the show this morning, a campaign to reduce knife crime by Bedfordshire Police has been backed by Luton Town Football Club. Very shortly, we're going to be hearing from players and the police about efforts to stop young people carrying knives.
Andy Collins. BBC Three Counties Radio.
Now, a campaign to reduce knife crime by Bedfordshire Police is being supported by Luton Town Football Club. The Force's Just Drop It campaign includes a film about AJ, a teenager who was killed by strangers in a Luton stabbing in 2018. Nicola Hazler reports on the story and must warn you, you may find distressing.
Azaan, known as AJ, was 18 years old when he started carrying a knife to protect himself.
At that time, his granddad died, and his granddad was the male role model in his life. Which then affected school, and then he started to truant, and he got a little bit difficult at home. I think he was crying out for help. A 28-year-old male ended up attacking my son, and it was a brutal attack. And AJ changed after that. He was actually scared to go out in Luton. Shannon told me that if he did go out, he carried a knife.
His friend Darren was concerned.
He showed me the knife actually, and I strongly told him that is going to get you in trouble. He agreed. He's like, Darren, yeah, I know, you're right. I know you're right, but I don't feel safe without it.
Roseanne said goodbye to him at 8:30 one morning. She had no idea he had a knife.
I received a phone call from Shannon, screaming hysterically down the phone that AJ had been stabbed.
Police emergency.
Yeah, my boyfriend's been stabbed.
Okay, whereabouts is this?
On Hartsfield Road.
Okay, what's your boyfriend's name, please?
Azaan Kaleem. We need someone to hurry up.
Yeah, we got him on the way to you, my love. Stay on the phone with me.
Azaan had felt threatened by another boy and showed him he had a knife.
He didn't know that guy was part of a gang, and he called his gang members, and they got out of the car there, walked up and proceeded to punch him and stab him.
The film about AJ's death is to be shown to school children and college students across Bedfordshire. 17-year-old Kai has also been affected.
Family friend of mine, he was just going to a game, he just turned 20, and he happened to look up and looked at the wrong person, and two boys came over and stabbed him. He was doing really well in life, and it got taken away from him in not even 5 seconds. So
it's a campaign that's supported by Luton Football Club. Here's player Alfie Doughty.
I think footballers have got a massive position with it, being role models to these type of people. Some of them have grown up in wrong neighbourhoods or have had friends that have maybe pulled them into the wrong direction. They might find another passion in football, and we can definitely play a big part in that.
Roseanne wants the Just Drop It campaign to highlight the ripple effects of knife crime. Her powerful message, she says, will mean her son didn't die in vain.
Carrying a weapon won't keep you safe. You know, it will end in a really bad way. Either you will take somebody's life or somebody will take yours, and there are no winners. Your family will lose, their family will lose, and it just ruins lives.
Tasha Case is the Bedfordshire Police Community Leader and is on the line now. Good morning to you, Tasha.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us on the show. AJ's story is such a sad one, isn't it?
Very, very sad story, and unfortunately, it's a story that we're becoming accustomed to. And, you know, it's just heart-wrenching that, you know, young people are feeling frightened or threatened, you know, or scared and feeling the need to carry weapons to feel safe in our community.
Is sharing personal stories like AJ's the best way to make young people realise the effect of, you know, of what carrying a knife has?
I think if we don't highlight the reality, sometimes they think it may be something like in a music video or in a film. You know, hearing from people like Roseanne and other people who have these lived experiences of losing a child, we hope it hits home. And so far it has. You know, Roseanne's been working with the unit for over 4 years now, and, you know, we've seen the impact her story has had on not just young people, but the parents, you know, spotting out some of the signs that she didn't see with Azaan. So, yeah, I think it has a role, and it does have an impact on community and young people.
The idea that, you know, some people feel that they need a knife on them to make them feel safe is so concerning, isn't it, Tasha?
It is very concerning, and that's why, you know, this week, along with the Just Drop It campaign, we launched our community and young people-led initiative, and that would see everybody working together, you know, relationships with other organisations, community members across Bedfordshire, just looking at and responding to this with the same message. You know, it does take a village to raise a child, and the only way we're going to kind of see any difference if we work collectively together. You know, individually, we might know something, but collectively, we know a lot more. And just like health and safety in the workplace, safeguarding is the health and safety of the community in safeguarding young people, and it's everybody's responsibility.
It is everybody's responsibility, be it, you know, families, parents, community, police, shopkeepers,
everybody.
So let's talk then about how Luton Town Football Club have got involved in this campaign. How important is that?
It's very important because a lot of the meetings that we've had over the last couple of months, we've been given a platform to young people to say, what is it that we can do to kind of change the way you feel in the community? And one of the key things that have come out is more sports and leisure activity, and in particular football. So to have our own football team back in this, you know, it gives a lot of hope and opportunity to young people to see that, you know, there is a way out, you know, and hearing from these players, it definitely hits home for a lot of these young people who may have an interest in football or just have an interest in some kind of leisure activity, and we are so grateful for them to be back in this campaign.
We really have to use everything that we've got, haven't we, in trying to break this and to get people not carrying knives. And if having Luton Town Football Club on board is going to go in some way, however big, however small, in making that happen, it's a great thing, isn't it?
It's definitely a great thing, and it's, you know, a national, you know, we're in the Premiership now, and it's good that we have our campaign, you know, being supported and backed by a Premiership team. So we'll get the campaign out far and wide, and it will hit a lot of people that we might not hear. So we're you know, working in partnership with different groups like Luton Town Football Club to kind of amplify the message that we're trying to achieve here in Bedfordshire and Luton.
Well, Tasha, lovely to have you on the show, and we wish you all the very best with this latest campaign. Thank you very much indeed, Tasha. Tasha Caster, who is the Bedfordshire Community Lead.
Andy Collins, BBC. 3 Counties Radio.